If you're buying any cards from TCG Player, please use the link in the description to help support my content. This video is sponsored by Botan Store, TCG Player, Pokemon Card.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here at Tailmon. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be taking a look at Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX paired with Moltres, the pairing that has seen different rates of success, but given how Mew VMAX is really popular right now, and it does 1KO Urshifu VMAX very easily, I do think there's merit to this version again. And I believe this deck also got top 4 at the recent GG Tour tournament as well. So should be pretty cool. We have Gale Thrust doing 30 damage plus 100 to it if this Pokemon came from the bench to the active spot. And then we have G-Max Rapid Flow, where you discard all energy from this Pokemon and this attack does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. We have Passimian's Throwing Coach ability to increase that damage by 30 against Pokemon V and Pokemon GXs. No telescopic sight in this list, however, so that's the maximum damage. But we can utilize the Quick Shooting ability to put extra damage counters and make sure we are hitting the right numbers and getting those KOs on the bench. Now, of course, we have the Galarian Moltres V with the Dire Flame Wings ability, where once in your turn you may attach a Dark Energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And that's it. You can't use more than one ability each turn. And then we have the Aura Burn attack doing 190 damage, and this Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself. Now the main way we're going to be trying to power up Galarian Moltres is through the use of Raihan. We do play 3, and we don't play a very high Darkness energy count, which has me a little worried sometimes. I wish I had like 6 or even 7 sometimes. But it is the amount that we're able to fit, along with keeping the consistency of the deck with the full Inteleon line, the 4/4 Drizzle, the Crobat as well for support, and then the 4 Quick Ball for Levelable and 3 Evolution Incense, as well as the Research and the Marnie. We're playing to Escape Rope, and if you remember when I was playing Melanie Urshifu, I distinctly remember like really missing out on the fact that the deck wasn't playing any Boss's Orders, so I am playing a copy right here, and 2 Tower of Waters along with 2 Escape Rope to helpfully shuffle between Urshifus and get attacks that way. So that's the deck list, very straightforward as to what the deck is trying to do. So let's jump into a ladder, see if we can run into some Mews and see how we do against them. But against everything else, we should have a pretty decent matchup overall. Let's jump into it. Alright, so we do win the coin flip. That's always nice, right? As long as you get your V and an attachment, then that's always what you want. So we'll see if we can get to that. We do mulligan, so my opponent will find out that they're up against an Inteleon deck that plays Rapid Strike Energy. If you see the energy switch, I think you can make the assumption, combined with the other cards, that it is Urshifu with Moltres. Maybe there's a weird universe where this could be Sylveon. There's a weird universe where this could be Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX as well, but I think overall, wow, my second mulligan had all 4 Quick Balls in there. I think with this you can safely assume. Okay, with this hand I actually really like starting the Sobble here. With the mulligans, I think it's safe to assume that if my opponent's knowledgeable on the online metagame, then that this is what they're up against. And we're up against a Bolton deck, so this should be fairly easy and fairly straightforward for us. Benching the Moltres just in case I need it at some point, probably not, but having one on the bench will not really hurt me. I threaten the KO on the Bolton this upcoming turn. It is the Bolton VMAX deck. They will be able to power up, but they require so much in order to even threaten my Urshifu that I'm really not scared here. Not scared at all. My next turn will consist of Drizzle into the Incense, into a Research, into a knockout of the Bolton, plus whatever else the Research provides in order to help my current setup. Triple Mareep is pretty cool to see. And that Air Balloon to the active doesn't make much sense when there's an Urshifu right there threatening. It generally feels like a big waste. But hey, top decking the Raihan In other matchups, I would not be happy about that. In this matchup where it's gonna be really difficult for my opponent to really take consistent KOs or anything, I'm completely fine with the right hand being discarded right here. It's not that useful, honestly. And okay, so I'll go ahead and grab the Darkness Energy. And I'll go ahead and bench you. I'll attach to you. I'll go ahead and retreat. And Gale Thrust for the KO. So spreading the energy here a little bit. If my opponent wants to do anything significant, they have to bring up this Potent VMAX. By pairing this up, I have the potential to... If something weird happens to my Urshifu, I can threaten with the 100 Fierce Blows attack without even needing to evolve to threaten the 150 damage, so... goes for the 3 energies onto the Potent VMAX. There's another Potent. There's a Path to a Peak, not that that really matters. We see a switch, so as I mentioned, that Herballoon was a really weird choice to attach it to the active for my opponent. Really weird. You see the Fluffy. Like 3 energies here. Yeah, I was gonna say 3 energies. Wait, what? 3 energies without the VMAX doesn't make much sense. And my opponent has had 2 chances to search for the VMAX. He's chosen not to get them. Quick Balls away research. So that indicates... No, please don't do it. Dude, you have your own Path to a Peak. Please don't bench your Crobat. Okay, so the bench the Crobat. So that extra energy, I don't understand. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't do this. I'm gonna just do this, and then I know they have a Crobat in their hand, which honestly probably means like discarding the research to grab Crobat. I'm pretty sure they forgot about their Path to Peak and they were going to go ahead and do it. I mean, it's fine. This is looking really, really good for us. Now I threaten the win with just 1 energy, basically. So... yeah, I'm really not threatened, right? G-Max Rapid Flow. Yeah. Simple, straightforward. Weakness is way too difficult to overcome. Like, Potent VMAX is already not a very good deck, and then going up against your weakness just means it's mission impossible. If Mission Impossible was Pokemon based, this would be the movie. I have the Stadium, I have the energy. If for some reason I couldn't find the energy, then I could find 1 Intillion VMAX and get the knockout on the Bolt and VMAX anyways. I mean, they will get a knockout, so that's not bad. But it's just not great either. And once again, we see my opponent, like, that Herballoon that they attached to the Bolton that was basically guaranteed to go down was a big mistake, I would say. Like, attaching it anywhere else would have been way better than to the active. Way, way better. Alright. So, there's the game. I don't think my opponent whiffing mattered at all, right? I had the energy, they did Marnie me, so there was no way I was losing that. Let's jump into the next one. Alright, so we won the coin flip, I get to go first. And I guess the takeaway from the previous game is like the deck flowed and it did what it wanted to do. So that's always good, right? Now Muse leaves, Mew VMAX, okay. So that Crobat is actually a very nice top deck. So what I'm thinking here is quick pulling away the Darkness energy for Moltres. using Escape Rope to bring up the Moltres, and then using Crobat. I would really, really love to find an energy attachment. However, I'm not guaranteed that at all. So maybe it's better to just wait with the Moltres on the bench. If that's the case, I'm gonna discard the Urshifu instead then. I do have both Moltres, which is nice. I'm gonna attach, and then I'll go ahead and pass. Difficult to KO the Mew next turn. You see Stormy Mountains directly for the Latias, I'd imagine. There's a Genesect, there's an attachment. Fails the Stormy Mountains, interesting. Oh, they already had the Latias in the deck. Plays a Power Tablet, and if they find Elessa, then they could knock out my Sobble. That wouldn't be very nice, but they just go for the energy mix. I imagine energy onto Genesect, right? No, just chooses to power up the active, okay. Alright, that energy attachment, not the best. Not terrible, but not the best, that's for sure. If that had been a dark energy, I definitely would have gone Drizzle for research. So what if I just keep calling this turn? I know my opponent's hand is not great, so I do kind of like the keep calling. I wish I had another Moltres, but I think this is fine. And I'll establish an Urshifu just because I can. Gives me a few options. I don't need to evolve if I don't want to. I wish I could search for Moltres, right? But Moltres is not a Rapid Strike Pokemon. Alright, so you see the energy being attached there. You see the boss. Well, that's not good. That is not good. Well, he just had the perfect hand, I guess. Okay, well, this is definitely a problem now. This is definitely a big problem now. Okay, that is not the energy that we wanted to top deck. Gosh. Okay, so what I'm thinking now here is, what if I go Escape Rope? If I go Escape Rope, who do they promote? That's the question. Alright, there's the Escape Rope. Who do they promote? The Genesect? No, the Mew, okay. Okay. So, I mean, I do have Energy Switch. Potentially damage these two with the VMAX. I think that's my play, right? Well, no, I'm not sure actually. Okay, I'm gonna commit the energy here. Gonna evolve. I don't know, this is a weird game. This is a very weird game. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna go Crobat. Okay, so I do find Energy Switch and Tower of Waters. So I do this, I grab Tower of Waters, right? Yes, then I retreat, and then I grab the energy switch. The other drizzle. Okay. I'm not happy about having used all of my drizzles, however. Alright. Okay, so the problem is... There's so many problems. The problem is I didn't get Raihan. Okay, could potentially win next turn if I find another Intellion. I think that's the plan. So I'll go G-Max Rapid Flow, this. And so the next turn, assuming my Moltres survives... Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't have the Passimian. I thought I was doing 150. Oh, I thought I was doing 150. Never mind. Okay, I definitely can't win now. Well, okay, maybe I can actually. Never mind. Maybe I can. Cramomatic. Oh my gosh, the meme. The meme. No, I don't think I can win. Wow, they flipped heads. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, I needed to have the Passimian down. If I had done 150, I could have won next turn by taking out 5 prizes with double click shooting. Now though, because they got the initiative on the Moltres, I attack and KO myself, and then they'll be at 1 prize card and they can KO whatever, right, with the Muse. So I need to top deck Moltres. That's the only way. If I top deck Moltres, I have a chance. No, even if I top deck Moltres, I can't pull this off. No, it's game over. It's game over. It's game over. Yeah, there's no humanly possible way for me to pull this off. Do not take 5 prizes. I need to top deck either Moltres or Quick Ball. Okay, that is... Okay, I think that just opened up the potential win condition now. Never mind. I think that was a mistake by my opponent. That shows that they're not thinking about how to win the full game. They're just thinking about this turn and how they don't want their Mew to die, right? They're not thinking about the overall game and how they win the overall game. So that boss just lost my opponent the game. That boss literally just lost my opponent the game. Assuming they don't have Marnie, which most Mew decks are no longer playing, especially if they're playing this honestly crap card. Now I feel pretty confident that I'm gonna win this one. Because look. Maybe not so confident. No, I do feel confident, yeah. So I'm gonna go Raihan. Attach the the fighting, whatever, over here, and I'll just search for the Moltres, right? Which I will not reveal to my opponent. Then I'll do this, then I'll do this, then I'll do this. And now I can go ahead and, I guess, quick shooting here, sure. Could have gone for another quick shooting, dude. But yeah, anyways, this should be game. So I'll do this and this. Making my opponent think that I'm going after the Genesects, right? Which I am clearly not going after. And then I have Raihan. Next turn, I go Drizzle for Raihan, bench the Moltres, and I Raihan onto Moltres, a Darkness. I use my ability for another Darkness, and the other card off of Raihan is the energy that I'm missing to just one-shot a Mew. So that boss was a big mistake on my opponent. I don't know if they'll realize it was a mistake or not. Maybe they'll watch my video and realize it, but if they had just knocked out my Urshifu, then they would have been in a fantastic position. So that's on them, right? That is on them. All right, there's a quick ball. Away the peony. So they're just like, they're trying to get so much maybe they'll find maybe they will find a Marnie, and then that could complicate things for sure. But there's a supporter for turn, so GG. Big mistake for my opponent right there. They were so afraid of losing a Mew that they were not thinking about the overall, like, how do I win the game? And that is something that I see happen many, many times. Something that sometimes I am at fault for not doing, that's for sure. But now the game is definitely over. Yep, assuming my 2 Raihans are not priced, right? Assuming my 2 Raihan are not priced, which they are not, and I have a basic energy left, which I do. And there we go. Raihan, attach the Dark to the Moltres, search for an energy for turn, use Dire Flame Wings, and that will be the game. Well played. I hope you watched the video, Indigo Kyle IRL, because you definitely messed yourself up. Right? Like if I had top deck Quick Ball or Moltres, I still would have been able to win, but the way you played it out, you gave me the win, right? So let's jump into the next game. All right, so on to the next match. We did lose the coin flip. So, I mean, Lightning Coin and Pika on deck box is definitely not a good sign for my opponent. It is for me. We'll go ahead and start the Urshifu. We have a playable hand thanks to Crobat, so we're hoping it's not priced. 10% of the time it is priced. We're up against Jolteon, so on paper this should be an easy matchup. I'm glad I have the energy, the basic energy to attach right there, as we just saw, I believe, double Fan of Waves from my opponent, so that is pretty scary. And they're not going to be happy seeing that Urshifu, I imagine. With the right top deck, no, I was gonna say with the right top deck of a double energy, I actually could have won on turn 1, but that is not the case. Okay, so we're gonna go Crobat, right? I do need a better hand, and I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna burn this because I don't think it's needed at all. I do want the fresh Crobat for 6, and then I'll just do the double energy switch. I really just want to draw extra cards. I actually should have kept the Evolution Instance because that was guaranteed. Guaranteed draw off of the Sobble if I didn't find anything else. So now, however, if I bench this Sobble, it probably just gets killed, right? So I'm actually not going to bench the Sobble. I'm gonna wait a turn, and then next turn I'll bench the Sobble. Because on paper I just knock out the Jolteon next turn, right? On paper. And if I do, then I bench the Sobble because hopefully it'll be safer. See a path to a peak, we see a Jolteon VMAX. And we get Marnied out of our double energy. Alright. So will Marnie do its party trick? Will I get punished for not benching the Sobble? I found my own Marnie, so that's always useful. Does find the 6 again to get the follow-up bench damage, however. Leaving yourself Jolteon less can be a little scary at this point. You do go after the Passimian, not that that matters, honestly. And okay, we'll bench another Urshifu, and we'll see what happens here. There's the Drizzle. Wouldn't have made my draw any easier. Oh, actually, I mean, they would have knocked out the Sobble, right? There's no way they don't knock out the Sobble at that point. And now this is what I'm talking about. Now I have access to a free Sobble. I did get the energy, which is pretty lucky, not gonna lie. There's the Sobble, and we'll just go ahead and 100 Fierce Blows for the one-shot. Yeah, 300 HP on the Jolteon is... I guess that's how they balanced it against Urshifu, otherwise Jolteon might actually be too strong in a way. if it could survive this hits, or the Gale Thrust from Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. But yeah, things are looking very good. And now I just need the VMAX and the boss to potentially win if a Jolteon gets benched. The no Passimian thing I don't think matters too much. I think like it's really difficult for Jolteon to beat any Urshifu deck, but especially one that's centered around Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Alright, we get Marnied again. Not that I need anything in particular, and I have all my Drizzles and Level Balls and Instances as outs. None of which I got though. That's a little scary. Okay, since I know my opponent's playing double Fan of Waves, if my energy gets to stay, then I'm definitely gonna energy search for a basic energy, but there we go, there's the Level Ball. So I reckon we're about to see a concession from my opponent. No reason for me to go for a draw supporter. I'll just grab the Drizzle, grab a boss, knock out the Jolteon, and call it a day. I don't win, but I'm close. Yep, and there's the victory. Alright, let's play one more game. Alrighty, Mayan 3. We lose the coin flip again, so that's gonna make things a little bit tougher. What a hand. The previous game we mulliganed, or 2 games ago, I'm not sure, we mulliganed a hand that had all 4 quick balls. Now we have all 3 Rapid Strike Urshifus. So there's no doubt in my opponent's mind as to what they're up against, right? Obviously. With this hand, I don't know what I'm up against. I do have the escape rope to correct if I need to. So I'm going to start with the Urshifu. 1 extra card for my opponent. We see a Sobble. Another Sobble. So that takes away Mew. Could be a mirror match, honestly. We could be going up against a mirror match. I'm really happy about like seeing this. I do believe my Sobble will be safe, so I'm happy about that. Is dealing 30 damage to Sobble worth it? I don't think it is, honestly. Because if like risking this energy, I could just get Marnied out of the energy though. Fine, I'll do it. And then I don't want to reveal the Moltres yet, I guess. So I'll do Strafe, sure. And I will switch. There's merit to using Keep Calling too. Next turn. I could have used Keep... Oh, that was probably the better idea. I did not even consider that. I should have just used Keep Calling this turn. Wow, that was not great, Pablo. I should have Keep Calling. I should have played the Escape Rope attached to Sobble, filled up my bench with Sobbles, and another Urshifu. That would have been the right play. No excuses. That was not great. That was not great. I think we're up against a mirror match though. That's the inkling that I have at the moment. Alright, we just see that Keep Calling, so I know I'm not going for Marnie. Although they did use Drizzle. Okay, it is the mirror match. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Oh my gosh. And now with this top deck, now I don't want to use Marnie. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna use Marnie. Okay, so let's think about this. Escape Rope. Who do they bring up? Another Sobble, I imagine, right? So with that, yeah, I reckon, I think I am going to Marnie. Gosh, I would have been in a much better spot if I had done what my opponent just did. I don't think I want to take a KO, because I assume my opponent's relying heavily on Raihan as well, just like I am. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Marnie here. I mean, I'm assuming I'm gonna get the VMAX That would be nice, which I do. Cool. So I think just damaging the Moltres and the Urshifu makes sense to me. However, maybe I wait. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not planning, right? I'm at fault here for not planning. So if I knock out Sobble, that's 5 prizes. And if I knock out the 2 Drizzles, that takes away options for my opponent, leaves him with a single 2. Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna go for the 100 Furious Blows. Alright. I was gonna make it, I was making that way, not harder, but just like less intuitive than I was supposed to, I guess. I should be safe in terms of not getting KO'd, unless I'm missing something and they have quick shooting and a 6-gun plus power up Moltres for the knockout. That would be very scary and very bad. I would get return KO with my own Moltres and the right hand, but definitely not what I wanted to here. Alright, we do see the right hand. Okay, so it seems like we're gonna see either a return 100 Furious Blows or a GMAX Rapid Flow, one of the 2. Ooh, I think that's a mistake. Right? They used the ability they weren't thinking and now they can't right hand. That was a mistake. That was poor execution on my opponent's part. Unless I'm mistaken, right? But that was poor execution on my opponent's part. 2 damage counters to the active. Another level ball with Drizzle. For research. Or a quick will to discard a basic energy that they might be holding, right? But energy switch. I definitely don't think that was intended by any means. Like, why would you search for right hand and then do this way? They do compensate, I guess, with the Crobat, but it doesn't seem like what they wanted to do at all, right? Alright, in the end, the game doesn't punish them for the poor sequencing. Alright, and my Drizzle does go down. So they're down a right hand with no use out of it at all. Okay, so now I'm definitely evolving, right? I can't right hand myself. I can, however... Okay, so I'm in a little bit of trouble. If I don't attack this Urshifu... So what do I need? I need another Urshifu VMAX, that's what I need. Alright, let's go research. Alright, I do have another Urshifu VMAX. Another Urshifu rather. So I have back-to-back GMAX Rapid Flows, but that doesn't win me the game. Does it? I need 5 prizes. If I knock out these 2 guys, that's not enough. If I damage this guy and this guy, that's not enough either. Ugh, I think I'm gonna be short. I guess it comes down to, can my Urshifu survive? I guess they can't easily knock out Moltres, right? They cannot easily knock out Moltres. I think that's what I'm playing towards. They can't easily knock out the Moltres. They are going to knock me out, right? There's no universe where my Urshifu doesn't die next turn. So what is my way to win this one then? I have back-to-back. This is so confusing. Knock out these two, I'm at 3 prizes. Then I have to attack this guy twice. Or I attack whatever's active and then GMAX Rapid Flow. I do 120 here, it's just I don't have access to Inteleon, and I won't have access to Inteleon at all. So I'm not happy about this. I am certainly not happy about this, but that at least takes away bonus damage and also potential search. Okay, not the best situation to be in. Yeah, so Moltres is the one that's coming up to knock me out. Wait, what? Only have Cheryl, okay. Wait, they committed to the active? They're just hoping to find an energy switch? And they're down 1 already? That's their plan? Are they gonna get rewarded for that? Please no. Okay, well, there's Passimian, so there's my, like, these are my 3 last prizes for sure. We have the Escape Row and have Energy Search. Yeah, that didn't make much sense to me, I don't think. I guess another GMAX Rapid Flow wins them the game. The Tool Scrapper doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess another GMAX Rapid Flow gets them 5 prizes potentially. They will need to send their Urshifu to the bench, however. And they easily can. Or do they? Well, they do, unless I KO the Passimian. Oh wait, no, now I can't. Oh, no, I can. Okay, so I'm gonna Escape Rope. So who do they bring up? This is weird. The Passimian? What? What? Gosh, this is so confusing. Opponents' plays are very confusing. I'm pretty sure they lost themselves the game at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna... Yeah, my Urshifu cannot get KO'd, right? 120 doesn't do it, so they... Yeah, what? I needed to go boss KO the dude. I mean, they might just be holding the telescopic sight. There's nothing I can do about that, but... That was weird. Right now they're 10... No, they're 30 damage off. Yeah. That's it. That's the game. The one Pokemon they needed alive was the Passimian. I don't understand. Maybe they did their maths wrong? I don't know. Not sure if it was the same 60 or not. They misplayed that right hand by getting too eager with Moltres' ability. Then they... I don't know. I really don't know. I'm confused. I think my opponent just like messed up his sequencing a few turns and then didn't think the end game through either. Alright, pretty cool deck, pretty nice win streak we're on from the previous video, and this one, win streak of 6. And of course, I'm sure all of you who watch me regularly know how much I despise losing and how happy it makes me to win. So pretty happy right now. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like Really helps out the channel. Make sure you're subscribed yet if you aren't yet. And if you plan on buying any cards in preparation for the upcoming live tournaments that will be starting next year, please, 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 if you're buying from TCG Player, just make sure you are like add everything to anything you need from TCG Player. Just follow the link down below, check out. It literally doesn't change anything for you, and it really helps out the channel. Thanks so much, and until next time. Bye-bye.